Hey everybody, it's Leslie here with the Plaid Poodle. If you're here, say hello. I'm kind of jumping on willy-nilly today. I didn't know if I'd have time to come on. I have carpet cleaners here today and they left and I was able to put something together. I have class Thursday, so excuse my camera here. I have class Thursday, so I've been frantically getting everything ready for the in-person live classes that I have Thursday. I don't even have my studio lights on, so I'm kind of in a shadow here. I'm hoping there's enough light for the project, but I just wanted to jump on here, and I'm trying to be consistent with showing up every week with a project for you. So let me know if you're here and if you can hear me, and if you're here on Facebook or YouTube. I'd love to know. I'm kind of doing a little experiment to see what's going on with Facebook. I don't know if you guys followed me or have watched any of my previous live streams, but I seem to be having trouble with the Facebook. So I'm sure it's user error. And I apologize for all my lights. Like I said, I kind of brought in my desk lights just so I just didn't want to take the time to set up all my studio lights. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. And I've got my dogs in here with their doggy beds, so they're taking up room. So to set the lights up would have disturbed them, and it would have just been too much. So anyway, this is the stamp set I'm using today. I am in love with this stamp set. It's called Iconic Imagery, and it has a coordinating dies that goes with that. It also has some fun paper. I should have grabbed the paper because it is back in stock. It was out of stock for a while, and it's, oh, here, hold on. It is, and I apologize, I have my camera on my desk, which I usually don't do, but I thought I'd give it a go. There, you get 48 sheets, and this is one of the packets my class people get Thursday. And so we've cut a couple of the sheets to make the cards that we're going to make in class. So they each get 12 sheets of the paper. So this is each of the prints. That's one side. So it covers all of the fun holidays. And then there is the other side. And then it goes along with the Iconic Imagery stamp and dies. You'll see this fun little tree die. You can cut that out. Hey, Kim G, good to see you. So the little die cuts the tree out. Let's see. We're going to use the dies and the stamps, but I'm not using the paper. I wonder, I don't think it'll cut those hearts out. I was going to see if the dies would cut any of the other, I wonder if it cuts these snowflakes. So you got the trees, the Christmas trees, and the snowflakes. That's really fun. And I think that's it. I love it when Stampin' Up! Does that. So anyway, that is the Iconic Celebration 6x6 DSP Designer Series paper. And I will list all the products I'm using today. I am not using this paper. I just wanted to make you aware that it goes so well with the stamp set. It was out of stock for a while, and it is back. I ordered me some more because I love it. And I love it that it goes with the stamps and the dies. So anyway, we're going to make this card kind of from scratch. I hope there's enough light here. I'm not going to show my face on camera. That way I can use all the lights on my desktop and we won't you won't see me in the shadow because I did not set up my studio lights. Okay, so I've got a piece of 8.5 by 5.5 Lost Lagoon, and I'm going to score this on my scoreboard here with the scoring blade right at 4 1/4, and that is going to make our card base. This is it's going to be an autumn card, but I'm using some unusual colors. I'm going to use some traditional fall colors, but I'm also going to use some, I'm calling this Think Out of the Box card. So then we're going to stamp a background, and I am using the, what is this stamp set called? I think it's just called Plaid something. I wonder what I did with the case. I'll have to find that afterwards. It's a background stamp, and it is a plaid background stamp. Here we go. Here it is. It is the Sketched Plaid. And this is just to add a little interest. And I'm going to use some Lost Lagoon ink. And these background stamps, I don't even put them on a platform or a block or anything. I'm going to show you how I do it. And I apologize for my camera. I need to learn my lesson. I cannot put it on my desktop. It has earthquake. All right, and then I am just going to set a piece of, this is 5 1/4 by 4. It's going to be our first layer on our card. And then I just take a piece of paper like this so I don't get my hands all inky. And just very gently apply pressure and rub that. That's how I do my background stamps. I don't do anything real fancy. And then I'm going to use my tweezers to kind of, well, I thought I was going to gently pull it off the paper, or the stamp, but it worked. So there's our background. Isn't that fun? You could use this for any occasion and any holiday. I just picked the Lost Lagoon ink to coordinate with my card base. Are you crafting today, Kim? I have been kind of stuck in my office because we had the carpet cleaners here, so all the carpet, I did not have them do my office. My office or my husband's office, so, but everything else is wet right now, so the dogs and I are kind of stuck in here, which is kind of fun, so I get to do some crafty things. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I took my, I think these are called Country Corner dies. Like I said, I will list all of the things I've used in today's project when I get done here. And then I'm going to take the second to the smallest and cut 3 of these out. And I'm not going to do it because I already did it. And once I've cut 3 of these out, I'm going to run it through one of our new 3D embossing folders. Look how big that puppy is. You could fit 6 of these in here. So you could make 2 at the same time. I think it's called wood grain. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'll list everything when I'm done. I'm going to run the 3 pieces of pumpkin pie. Can you guess what I'm going to do? Through that embossing folder, and I've already done that. So I've got these 3 pieces, and you can kind of see the texture. Isn't that fun? Even though it's kind of a wood grain, it does kind of look like a textured pumpkin. Kim says she's doing Dr. Real Things, but yes, it's raining hard, so no outside for us this afternoon. We need some rain so bad here. Okay, I already sponged the edges, but I just wanted to let you know that I just am taking a sponge and some pumpkin pie ink and I'm going to add a little bit more. More is more, right? To kind of give those a little bit of dimension. When you do that, it kind of adds some depth to whatever you're shading. Makes it look a little bit three-dimensional, even though it's two-dimensional. Is that it? Two-dimensional? If it's flat? It might be. Is that what it's called, Kim? The Birchwood? It's the new one. I usually use my label maker and put a label on it so I know what it's called. But it's really fun. Okay, so now that we've got our 3 pieces, and here's our card base, I have also cut, so I cut 3 out of the pumpkin pie of this size. I took this smaller size, the smallest one, and I cut a piece out of Early Espresso, just a scrap that I had. Can you guess what I'm going to make with these? And I'm going to put it kind of down here in the left-hand corner. I'm leaving a little room for a sentiment up here. I haven't really decided what I'm going to do with that sentiment, but once I decide my placement, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to tuck my Early Espresso, and I think I'll sponge it as well. Sorry about that. I had these available to me. These were handier than my sponges. My sponges are on the other side of the room in a drawer. But I think this will work. I don't know that it will really matter, but I think it'll make just a little bit of difference. We could have run this through the embossing folder, given it a little texture too. I don't know that you can really see it. It gives it a little bit of a shading and a shadow. It doesn't look as flat anyway. And I'm making a pumpkin out of these. So I'm going to put these 2 here, and then I'm going to tuck this little guy down there for our stem. I'm just trying to determine my placement for everything. So I am going to just put a little bit of liquid glue under here, because once we get these other pieces on here, that is not going to move on us. This would be really cute with designer series paper as well. If you had, you know, a fall pattern you wanted to use to make this kind of a pumpkin using a different shape. I'm calling this Think Out of the Box. So if you have any rectangle dies or punches, or even ovals are nice. I've done that a lot. You can make a little pumpkin. Then I'm going to pop this 3rd one up on, oops, dimensionals. Isn't that cute? We got a square pumpkin, a tall square pumpkin. Now I'm going to embellish my little pumpkin. I went ahead and die cut, stamped and die cut But we can go ahead and do it so you can see what I did, and then I can use my samples that I already did. I'm using some garden green, very fallish colors. I'm looking for my basic white scrap that I was using. Might have to run over and pick up another one. I'm so glad I'm not on camera. Oh, here we go. I had it on my paper piercing mat. Okay, so I am using from that same stamp set the I'm using this solid leaf die, not the outline or stamp, and I am going to stamp it in Cajun Craze, crushed curry, and the pumpkin pie. If I can find out what I did with it. I keep throwing things around here. All right, so I'm going to do 3 leaves. And if you want to see the difference, because there are 2 images, I think I'm using the other one in a card for one of my classes. Let me grab it. I'll grab the card, you can see it. This is the card we're making in class, and there are those leaves. And I use the solid, but you'll see on this card base where I just use the outline. So Kim looked it up, and it's from the Nests of Winter Sweet collection. So I'm going to show you what the outline of the, so you have the 2. You could probably stamp off and then stamp in and do it that way. I just kind of like that look, so that's what I went with. So I got the Cajun Craze. Here is a crushed curry. These are all very autumnal colors. And then here is the pumpkin pie, which is very similar to the Cajun Craze, but a little bit off. So I did 3 of those, and I don't think I need these inks anymore, so I'm going to close them up to avoid a disaster. And then I took the garden green, and I used this leaf image. I did use the outline and the I don't know what you call it. There is an outline. I'll show you. And then you have a fill-in. And I did stamp that off once. I'll show you the difference. This is not stamped off. It's a little dark, but it looks nice. You can still see the veins from this outline stamp. But now here it is when I've stamped off once, and then I'm going to fill it in. So you kind of get a lighter shade of the same color. And I just kind of like that better. Here it is full force. Here it is stamped off. So that's what I did. Decided to do for this card. So here's our card, and I die cut all that out. There's a die cut that goes with all of that. This actually comes in a suite. You can get the stamp set, the paper I showed you at the beginning, some embellishments, And I think that's all. So you get the dies, the stamps, the paper, and their little dots. Are they on this card? Yes, I'll show you the dots in just a second. They come in clear and pecan pie. These are 3 pecan pie. You can't really, the camera's not really picking it up, but there's kind of a pattern inside that shiny dot. So I'm going to scooch my leaf up top here. And then I've made a bow, and these are on back order, I believe. I think when I was on this morning, I noticed the Natural Tones linen thread, but I loved it because it had the green. They'll be back in soon, but I'm sure you guys have something to use. A natural linen thread would look cute as well. I just liked it because it was green. I thought it kind of coordinated well with the background, oops, and I'm going to use one of these mini glue dots. Dropped it. And as my sister says, I'm going to make a booger out of it and put it right here. And then slam my bow on there. And then I left the strings long. I thought that looked kind of neat. Kind of looks like a pumpkin vine, you know. All right, so that's our little pumpkin. And then the leaves, I just wanted it to kind of look like they were just kind of falling down from the tree. So I'm going to just glue them on here. I don't know, should I pop them up? I don't think I will. I think I'm just going to glue them on here. I'm using multi-purpose liquid glue inside my favorite fine tip glue bottle that I get from Amazon. Lost Lagoon is the blue color. I was trying to think of our card base and our plaid background. Okay, now we need to figure out, I wanted to put a little sentiment tag. The sentiments on this, whoa, just dropped everything. I really wish there was a BE because I would have loved to put Let's Be Grateful. I love that, but it's got Celebrate the Season, Peace, Joy, Love. This covers winter, Christmas, fall, Valentine's Day. Could be New Year's, birthday with the candles. So it's that's kind of why I got this stamp set. You could use it for so many different things. Here is the Grateful stamp that I used on this card. I love that font. And then the sentiment tag is also part of the dies. This is what I just dropped on the floor, so it's a mess. So you get these little sentiment tag dies, and then all of the other little dies that I showed you earlier that cut out the different stamped images, plus a couple of the things on the designer series paper. So, but I think I'm going to grab a sentiment from a different stamp set that will fit right here. I think we do need something right there. And I might use this little die right here, which is the one we used for the pumpkin stem. I said earlier, you know, thinking outside the box, you could use ovals to make your pumpkin. You could use small rectangles. You could use circles to have a little chubby pumpkin. You could use little squares. So see what you've got in your craft room, in your stash, and think outside the box for that. Now I'm going to grab a different stamp set here. Okay, I had this one handy. This is another one we're going to make a card in class for. I think I have that card handy too. There's the card we're going to make Thursday using this stamp set. But I think I'm going to use the I'm Thankful and put it up there. Which is, I think it's a good size for that spot. And I might use, no, I'm not. I think I'm just going to use that one because I think it'll be big enough. Yes, it will. Okay, I am going to use some Memento ink. And I will also need a scrap of some white paper. You know what I might do? Is cut a little piece of, I don't know if that would work actually, so never mind. I'm going to straighten this out a little bit. Okay, so we're going to use some black Memento ink, and I'll just put it on the back of this. And I think I'll grab my paper piercing mat. That's really pretty font too, isn't it? And then we'll tape that down just so it doesn't move on me. And I will cut this out off the table. The table shakes enough. While I'm doing that, please review, whoops, my, tomorrow Stampin' Up! Is offering free shipping on orders of, I believe, 75 or more. And I am also offering my mystery box sale. So if you did place an order with free shipping, you would also get a mystery box worth of $75 value of some of my retired stuff. And I'll show you kind of a sample of what I'm doing here in a sec. I thought that was kind of nice of Stampin' Up! To offer free shipping during my mystery box sale, because not only would you receive free shipping, but you would receive some free product from me. They surprised us late yesterday with that. Okay, if you're on my mailing list, you should have received a an email this morning regarding that. And this is so plain. I'm not really liking it, but I bet if we cut a little piece of my some Lost Lagoon, like maybe 3/8 inch, maybe. I think that's good. And then kind of stick that behind there like a ribbon, kind of. Yep, that's what it needed. It just needed a little something. And then I'm going to trim the ends. So the free shipping Stampin' Up! Is offering is good for 24 hours only. It is the on tomorrow, the 18th of, if you're watching this, a replay of this, it was the 18th of September, 2024. Okay, I think that's what I like. That kind of helped it, didn't it? And then we'll pop that up. And I will use some Stampin' Dimensionals for that as well. I'm going to stick it kind of over to the right since our pumpkin is over to the left. And then it might be fun to add some of those little embellishments. So let me grab a pack of those while I'm grabbing my mystery boxes. Okay, here they are. So I don't think I'll add any of the brown or the pecan pie. I think I'm going to add the clear, and I think I'm going to color them the Lost Lagoon. If I have the Stampin' Blend for that. I don't see it, and I don't know. This might work. When you use alcohol markers, yeah, this will be cute. I'm going to color these clear ones. I don't know if the camera now can pick up. Can you see the little lines on those embellishments inside the Delio? I'm going to just kind of stick one there. It's not a perfect color match, but I think it works okay. And I'm just kind of doing a trail. Since I have the leaves at the bottom, this little sucker. I always have to think about it. How does that look? There we go. like maybe put those two next to each other. And then this one I'll put down here. And then we've got kind of a triangle thing going on. See the triangle? That's supposed to be pleasing to the eye. I don't know. Okay, isn't that cute? So that's thinking out of the box. First of all, we used some traditional autumn colors, but we also threw in that Lost Lagoon, which is a little out of the box for fall. Then we used the Country Corners dies to create our pumpkin. We gave it a little texture with that embossing folder, and I will list all of the products I used right when I get off of here. Okay, if you place a $30 order with me, and I pay for the shipping on this, here would be a stamp set you would receive with a coordinating punch. Now, these are retired products that have been used. Some are new, but most are gently used. But as you can see, like new, very good condition. I would never share anything that was not usable. So that would be, for instance, if you place a $30 order with me, I would ship that to you. You must use the hostess code, which I don't have on here, but it's up in the corner of the screen. That way I know you want a mystery box. Okay, this is a sample of a $50 mystery box. You would get a this Share a Milkshake stamp set, dies, and a brand new package of the pastel adhesive back sequins. Let me show you the stamp set. This one was loved because we use red ink and it always stains your stamps. Now, you would not get free shipping with $50, but a $75 one you would. And that is tomorrow only. The free shipping is tomorrow only. So here's a sample of a $75 mystery box. So this one has a little bit more. We've got this one has a Winter Woods and the coordinating dies, this Good Feeling stamp set, and a brand new spool of ribbon. And then a $100 order. Of course, you know, the higher you go, the more goodies you get. Would also include this box. I've just put these together. Would be this bundle. Oh, this is perfect for this time of year. The Hello Harvest with the coordinating dies, and then also a background stamp. So I'm basically just filling boxes with a dollar value, and order from me using the host code, and I will send you the freebies. And if you order tomorrow, Stampin' Up! Is offering free shipping if your order is $75 or more. So, hey, Betty, thank you. You snuck in there. Here's the card we made today. So, I think it's so fun. It's a think out of the box card. So, probably all of you could make something similar with what you've got in your craft room right now. Like I said, you could use circles, ovals, squares. I think the shading helps a lot to make it look dimensional and like a pumpkin. And then I just added the little embellishments. So that is our card for the day. And thank you for joining me. I can put my face back on. Like I said, my lighting today is not very good. I don't have my studio lights on. It's been a really long day with the carpet cleaners and trying to get ready for class and everything on Thursday. But I just wanted to hop on here. I'm trying to be here every Tuesday. Next Tuesday, I will be in Poplar Bluff, Missouri with my grandchildren. So if I have time, I might go ahead and film a video and just share a pre-recorded video, or who knows, I might just do a Facebook Live and grab some things and do it while they're at school and share a project with you while I'm down there. So thank you guys for joining me, and you all have a wonderful afternoon, and we will talk to you soon. Happy stamping!